Hello, dear teacher trainees. Today we are discussing the principles of Gestalt Theory. The term Gestalt is German in origin, means form, pattern, structure, and configuration or integrated whole. Gestalt psychology or Gestaltism was founded about 1912 by the German psychologist Max Wertheimer. During the 1930s, Wertheimer and two colleagues, one is Kurt Kafka and the other is Wolfgang Kohler, took the Gestalt movement to the United States. When trying to make sense of the world around us, Gestalt psychology suggests that we do not simply focus on every small component. Instead, our minds tend to perceive objects as part of a greater whole and as elements of more complex systems. The Gestalt psychologists believed that mental experience was dependent not on a simple combination of elements but on the organization and patterning of experience and of one's perception or insights. Sudden idea of finding a solution is called insight. There are 6 individual laws commonly associated with Gestalt theory. They are 1. Law of similarity, 2. Law of proximity, 3. Law of continuation, 4. Law of closure, 5. Law of symmetry and order. It's also called law of Pragnanz. And the sixth one, law of figure ground. There are also some additional newer principles sometimes associated with Gestalt. The law of similarity states that perception lends itself to seeing stimuli that physically resemble each other as part of the same object. This allows for people to distinguish between adjacent and overlapping objects based on their visual texture and resemblance. The Gestalt law of proximity states that objects or shapes that are close to one another appear to form groups, even if the shapes, size, and objects are radically different. They will appear as a group if they are close. The law of continuation states that there is an intersection between two or more objects. People tend to perceive each object as a single uninterrupted object. This allows differentiation of stimuli even when they come in visual overlap. The law of closure refers to the mind's tendency to see complete figures or a form even if a picture is incomplete, partially hidden by other objects, or if part of the information needed to make a complete picture in our minds is missing. The law of symmetry and order, also it known as law of Pragnanz, says that our brain will perceive ambiguous shapes in as simple a manner as possible. The law of figure or ground states that our brain will interpret the larger area of an image as the ground and the smaller as the figure. In the image, lighter and darker colors can influence what is viewed as the figure and what is viewed as the ground. I think the video is helpful to you. Thank you.